I work with a lot of first-time home buyers, and I try my hardest to get them programs, down payment assistance programs, different things to help them get into a house. I don't know if anyone's watched any of my videos out there, but I definitely talk about, sometimes my buyers have zero out of pocket. That's not always the case. So I've actually partnered with Josh here just to help kind of understand what is the process that a lender goes through when they're doing things. They look at, where you're living now, where you're moving to, what kind of profession are you in, different things like that. There's a whole process that they go through to kind of figure out the program that works for you. I'm going to let Josh from Move and Mortgage explain it just a little bit further, just because I was fascinated.
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, I want to talk about specifically Move and Mortgage. We're one of the larger lenders, so we have access to programs that other lenders do not have. We have access to programs that banks do not have access to. So because we're larger, that's just a benefit that we have. So first of all, I want to talk about a couple different programs we have. One would be down payment assistance. One is a grant program. So grants are something that you do not have to repay back. Down payment assistance can help out with either the down payment and or a part of the closing costs. And some of those have to be repaid back. So they would be paid back either if you refinance down the road or when you sell your house and move to another property.
So let's back up for a second and talk about grants. So grants, what we like to call free money. Because it's free money, it's government backed, all the things, there are a lot of very specific requirements that you have to meet in order to get that program. So it might not be the best program that works for you, or you just have to listen to your lender to understand what you need to do to get into that program, because it may just be little tweaks with your credit or something like that that you have to think about to get that free money. But if you can't get that free money, then like he's mentioning, the down payment assistance programs, they may have to be repaid depending on how long you live in the house, but go ahead, keep talking. Sorry.
Yeah, so absolutely. So some of the programs, as far as specifically the grants, we have a great grant program that's based on where you currently live now. There are some requirements with credit score and income requirements.
And you could be in a house, you can be in an apartment.
Absolutely.
It just really depends on, just put an address in and Josh can figure it out.
Absolutely. And it doesn't matter where you're looking to buy. So it's where you're currently living now. You have to be a first-time buyer. And so say, for instance, you are living in Ackworth and you want to buy in Marietta. If you qualify for the grant based on where you live in Ackworth, you can use that money to purchase a home in Marietta.
And we're talking like $8,000. I mean, that's a lot of money to be able to just, boop, you don't have to worry about it.
Don't have to pay it back. You can use it for down payment. You can use it for closing costs. You can use it to buy your rate down. There's many, many things you can use it for, but it's free money.
Yep. And another thing to consider, there are seller concessions. I call them seller concessions. They can go towards closing costs. They can go towards a lot of things. That is something that your agent can negotiate during the deal. It's not something that a seller is always going to be willing to give. It's not a guarantee. Sometimes it might weaken the strength of your offer. Sometimes you can offer a little bit more for a house and ask for the seller concessions just to offset some of the costs that you have to come up with. But I highly recommend you start with a lender just to really understand how much money do you have to come up with? What are some of the programs that you might be eligible for? Make a plan, start thinking about it now. Even if you're not ready to buy now, it's good to start thinking about these things, because when the rates start going down or when the market starts shifting a little bit, you need to be locked and loaded and ready to go. And it is not a quick hit. The lender's going to tell you what to do and you're going to have to do those things. So make sure that you're ready.